G'day guys, Oz here from Oz Enigma GMS. Today just going to give you a quick tutorial on how to package your cards within card savers. Noticing a bit of a trend and people not knowing how to use them properly, so I thought I'd give you a quick spin on how to get to eventually the end product with PSA and using cards in card savers. They'll eventually look like this. Nice and schmick. This is how they're delivered to PSA in a card saver. The reason they're delivered like this is they can't come out at all. They're nice and tight, unlike top loaders, which they bounce around a lot in. So the first thing we're going to need is a whole bunch of materials, really easy to pick up. So card sleeves are really important. A lot of people don't realise, but these are super duper important. So what I use are these Ultra Pro card sleeves. You'll note the size right here. The reason you want to go for this is that they're larger than normal, so they're penny sleeves. They look a lot larger on the card, which enables them to not be hugging those edges way too tight to potentially cause some damage there, and you'll see as they go on. These are super cheap as well. I buy them in packs of 100 for about $2.50, so not breaking the bank there. The next thing you want are these sticker tabs. These are the ones that I use. Super easy to find at Kmart. $2 for a pack, 120. And they're what's going to use to attach to the back of the sleeve here to enable us to slide in and out the card. And it helps with PSA because it enables them to get the card out of the card saver without having to manhandle it. And you'll see what I mean more as we get into the video. Third up, we'll go with the ruler. You'll see why we use this. Up until I'd started using it, I hadn't noticed anyone online using this method that I have. I won't go so far as saying that I pioneered it, but as I said, I haven't seen anyone else using it, but the method I'm going to teach you is just the safest way of doing it. And you'll definitely need a metal ruler because they're really nice and thin. Last but not least, the card saver. This is what we're going to put the cards into. Obviously the most important part here. Doesn't matter what brand you use. I use Cardboard Gold card saver. They're the original. They're what PSA recommends. And I find these to be the cheaper of the two between this and the Ultra Pro version. Not a big fan. The Ultra Pro come in two sizes really. So it's a bit hit and miss for me, but we'll crack on. So the first step to getting our card into the card saver is actually just going to be putting this ruler inside the card saver like this. What we're going to do is just kind of stretch it out a little bit because it's nice and tight in there. We're going to leave the ruler in there like this and just chuck it on the ground. Next thing we're going to do, open up our sleeves so they're ready to go. Pulling out. It's got a nice common here. We've got a whole bunch of cards that you can see off to the left here that are going to be set off for grading soon. That'll be, they only just came in the other day, have been added to my grading pile. So when we chuck the card in the sleeve here, you'll notice that the sleeve itself is significantly larger than the card. This is important because we don't want it to be too tight along the edges, so it enables it room to move. Next, we're going to chuck that down. We're going to pull up a sticky tab. And you'll be able to see, you can see the sticky residue there. You can see a nice little line there. That line's really important. So when we do pick up the card, we're going to line up that line underneath. So you just want it a couple mil below where the sleeve sits. We're just going to pat it down really gentle. And you'll see at the back there, the sleeve's just sitting nice along the card there, not interfering with it in any way. The residue is clearly not touching the card, which is important. And the next thing I'm going to do is just going to pop the card down there nice and gently. When you pick up the card saver to put it in, all we need to do is just use the weight of the ruler, like so, and kind of mouth open the card saver like this. We're going to pick up the card by the tab. We're no longer going to touch the card. This is important. I've seen a lot of people stuffing these cards into card savers and Ultra Pros, and it's really rookie because what you don't want to do, and if you've used card savers before, is you don't want to be stuffing this card into there because you're just going to crush it. You're going to damage it. Take my advice, guys. I know what I'm talking about. You don't want to be stuffing this card by hand forcing it in there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to nice and gently tap it in, and you can see it's about 100% in the way there. But what we want to do is push it further in there so you can only just get a little bit of the tab up the top. Now, because we've got the ruler in there, we've reduced the friction that's associated with this, which enables us to push the card in like so. We haven't had to touch the card, it's gone in super smooth, we've got no issues, such that when I pull the ruler out now, you can see there's a distance between the tab and the top of the lip on the card saver, and the card is in there beautifully. No issues, no jamming the card in, and zero risk of damaging cards. This is how I package everyone's cards, so you can see just how delicate I'm being with all of your cards. It's super simple, but again, we need to avoid these really rookie mistakes of really manhandling these cards, because the last thing you want to do is chuck your prized secret rare into a card saver if you're using them and absolutely crush the top. It'd be absolutely devastating. So that's pretty much the end of the video, guys. If you've got any questions, feel free to hit me up. I'll probably do a whole bunch more of these videos on just how to deal with your cards and just general tips. Thanks guys for watching.